Okay, I'm about to watch Dune, and I just want to set up where I'm at before I see it. Dune, I've read the book a long time ago. I liked it at the time. I've seen David Lynch's version, which, you know, is arguably not exactly his vision and not exactly complete. I still enjoyed it for what it was, anyway, and it didn't quite do the book the way I saw it at the time when I read it, but now that's all so long ago, it doesn't matter. I don't remember. I did see, I think, the Sci-Fi Channel, like, it's a couple different parts. Maybe Greg Nicotero was involved in that, is vague recollection. I don't know. And I remember that being sort of disappointing too, but interesting in its own way. And that the director of this, whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce right now, I like some of his work a lot, but I think the most important comparison point going into this in terms of expectations is Blade Runner. And I did enjoy Blade Runner. I've only seen it once in the theater. His, for 2049 or whatever. I forget what the year is on that. But it wasn't like on the same level at all as the original. Not that you would expect that. So I'm hoping for at least an experience like that I'm going to enjoy, and maybe this will be the best version of that story so far, even though I don't know if I'm going to be able to say that for sure relative to the book, but it might be very enjoyable, but it could also be very disappointing. So my expectations are just sort of floating in the middle. So I just want that on record. I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not that excited, honestly. And normally I probably would be pretty excited. And I think that has a lot to do with how the Blade Runner movie turned out. Not because I don't like it, but just because I wasn't super excited about it either. So, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to react to it. Maybe I'm going to love it. Maybe I'm going to hate it. Maybe I'm going to be kind of indifferent. Maybe I'm going to fall asleep trying to watch that. That is not impossible, because it's a little bit late as I record this. Anyway, I'll see you on the flip side, and I'll let you know how it went. Until then. Don't walk. Run. Go to the biggest screen you can find, the biggest screen you have access to, and watch Dune there. It takes its time, but it earns it by the end. IMAX, 30 feet, whatever, the biggest screen you can find, it is worth it. I think even if there's something you don't like about it, that's the way it needs to be seen. I got a couple little things, Aquaman. I like him in things, but his acting, sometimes it's not quite where it needs to be. Everybody else, for the most part, no problem. But he looks the part. I don't know. Anyway, no, this is a lot better than I was expecting. They pulled it off, basically. They pulled it off. The only mistake may be the fact that they apparently didn't just shoot the rest of this all at once, so they could just release them, months apart or something, because that would probably benefit this because of the pacing. Putting a whole bunch of time in between, I don't know how many. I mean, this was part one. There's obviously potential for, I don't know, at least six parts if they wanted to go. right? The whole 9 or whatever. I'm in for wherever this goes. I hope it does really well and they make the rest of them all in one shot, because they need to finish this. They need to finish this. Go see it. And go see it in a movie theater if you can. It's worth it. I may have more thoughts on it, but that's my initial reaction. And I did not look at other people's opinions before this, so. Oh yes. Oh yeah.